So today's podcast is just about increasing your vibration. So let me tell you about it. When your vibration is high, that means that you are in closest alignment with the divine. So if your vibration is high, then that means that your thoughts, your actions, and your words are going to be based around love. That's the highest vibration that you can get. So in order to achieve this, in order to be living in that high vibrational state, which you want to be able to do when you are in that increased vibration, you can manifest rapidly. Your life will be good. You'll be happy. There will be laughter and joy in your life. And if your vibration is low, meaning the farthest away from love, the farthest away from divine consciousness, then your life is going to be miserable. You are probably going to not really enjoy your life. You're going to have misfortunes happen to you. You're going to have negative circumstances regularly befall you. And this is all because you are attracting it to yourself because it's what you are. So whatever you're emitting, whatever vibration you are emitting, that's what the universe thinks that you are, because it is currently at that moment. That's what you are. And so it brings to you things that it thinks that you want, because if you're in that low state, it thinks that you want that. It believes that you want that. So it's going to present you with things that are in this low vibrational state. So in order to get rid of them, this is why I have the Inner Freedom Formula. It is basically, I have a big assessment, a couple of different assessments that go on your emotions. So healing things like revenge, resentment, hate, jealousy, insecurities, fear, all that kind of thing. And also around beliefs. So what kind of beliefs do you have? Do you regularly believe that these, bad things are going to happen to you, or whatever it happens to be? And what we do is we cleanse those away from your mind. This program helps you to gain control of your mind. It is about mental mastery. And so what we're doing is removing anything that is not love. So from my experience, having studied the Christ letters extensively for years, I study them, I love them, I love listening to them, I love reading them. And it is from that, and then going into hermit mode, going up and spending weeks by myself, where I then experienced everything that they talk about in the Christ letters. I can perform physical healings with my clients because of the Christ letters. Because I know that the only thing that actually exists is love. And everything else comes from mind. Everything else. Think about it. There's no situation, there's nothing in your life that is negative that did not originate from mind. From your mind, from somebody else's mind. It all comes from mind. So we have free will. We're given free will. And it is our choice daily what we decide that we're going to think about. And by deciding what we're going to think about, we're changing the vibrations that we have. We're changing the vibrations that we have within our system. So when we focus completely and only on love, what we're going to get back is something that is equal to that. We're going to get love back. So let me tell you why you might want to do this. So since the enlightenments that I've had, which let me kind of explain to you that it is really just an actual illumination of the brain. It appears as actual light. And it is coupled with this feeling of love unlike any you have ever experienced or known before. It's not human. There's nothing human about it because it's perfect. And humans don't have perfect love right now at this era in in the world. None that I know, anyways. It's coming. But this love is so perfect and wonderful. And when you experience it, it removes all doubt that you have. It just removes all of the doubt. So this is why, so Jesus said, you need to have faith. Have faith. But he was talking about having faith in literally whatever it is, the anything. Have faith that, the sun's going to shine tomorrow. Have faith that you're going to meet nice and wonderful people when you go out shopping in the afternoon. Have faith that things work out for you. Whatever it happens to be, if you actually have faith in it, meaning you don't have any doubt coupled along with it, it will happen rapidly. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. So when you experience this, if you study the Christ letters, if you don't, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it. There's nothing else I would recommend more than studying those letters. Study those letters. Because as you do, it begins to change your consciousness. And you realize, first of all of this makes sense. All of the things make sense. So in there it says, nothing happens to you that you didn't previously either think about, talk about, fear, or do to somebody else. So from working with my clients, this is maybe why I love the Christ letters so much, because everything in them has been proven to me. Just reading it is like, oh, well, yes, I've experienced this with my clients. Oh, yes, that too. I've experienced this with my clients. I will have somebody bring up an emotion, like let's say they're really resentful towards somebody else. Okay, well, we're going to follow that back. We're going to heal it. Once we've done that, once we've healed it, I'm then going to have them search their consciousness, and they will be able to find why it happened. They either did the same type of thing to somebody else years before that happened, perhaps, or they feared that it would happen, or they wanted it. They desired for it to happen. Our consciousness creates the world that we are living in. It creates it. And our consciousness can be high vibration or it can be low vibration. And when we're in a low vibration, it is going to create a lot of things that are also low vibration. It doesn't mean that it will present it to you immediately, because when you're in a low vibration, it actually takes longer for you to see these manifestations come. Like it could be such a long time that you absolutely do not remember that this was your own creation. But when you're in a high vibrational state, things come to you really quick, sometimes almost immediately, sometimes immediately. So this is why you'd want to do this. I now experience my days and have so much laughter. I will laugh for absolutely no reason. There will be no thought attached to it. There will just be this welling up of happiness and joy. It happens all the time, anytime. It can happen literally anytime. Typically when I'm by myself driving in my car. This never used to happen. This never used to happen to me, and it is just a feeling of happiness and upliftment. Now, once you've achieved this, once you've got to this level, then you become so aware of anything that is not in alignment with that. So I just got back from the cabin. I go up there for my, personal spiritual retreat by myself. Love it. It's very private. And upon coming back, I went to a friend's house. And we decided, we're going to watch TV super late at night. Anyways, the show was low vibe. Low vibe. My own fault. This was a comedian that I used to love and think was awesome. And as soon as I listened to it, I could feel my vibration lowering. I could feel it affecting my physical body. So I went to sleep that night feeling really guilty that I even watched this in the first place. And I know this from before, that when I've gone and I've gotten to that really high vibrational state, and then all of a sudden, I'm thinking about Netflix or, this or that, watching a show on there, and even the vibe that's coming off of the screen is so low that I can't even watch it. But eventually, it's like, I'm bored. Okay, fine. I'm going to watch a show that, shouldn't be too bad to watch or shouldn't be too low vibe or whatever. And it's so easy to get sucked back down and not even realize that you have done it. But this time, I've been so ridiculously aware. Any thought, any word, anything that I'm speaking, I'm like, ooh, why did I say that? Oh, I can't believe I said that. So it's kind of a perfecting process that comes after the fact, but because I want it to, because I know that when I'm in a 100% alignment with love, every good and wonderful thing happens. And when that is happening, I'm putting so much good and wonderful out into the world, and it is being received by people whether they know it or not. Just having people around you, when you're in that high vibe energy, people feel it and they receive it and they accept it and they love it into their energy system, and they don't even know why. It feels good. But if someone was in a very low vibrational state and you came around and you were in this very high vibrational state, more than likely you're going to trigger them and they're not going to like it, because there's so many things that they have not become aware of in themselves yet. And so they're just projecting that inner unhealed stuff onto other people, which is fine. Anybody can project anything that they want onto me because I don't accept it. Our projections that we have are literally our own. And so if somebody wanted to, project something onto me, I'm just not going to accept it. And more than likely, I've actually experienced this before, it would make me laugh. Genuine, true, it would make me laugh. Like in a good way. So any negativity that people try to put on you when you're in that higher vibe state, they can't. It's going to bless you because the divine is going to protect you, and it's going to return back to them negative karma, meaning whatever they put out towards you, the exact same thing, the exact same vibration, the exact same feeling that you could have received if you were open to it, they're going to get it back. So I want to make this quick so you don't have to sit here and listen to me forever. But in order to get rid of the lower vibes, you actually have to heal it. You can't just ignore it. You can't just be like, I'm just going to put it over on this, shelf and not look at it. That's good temporarily until you are actually going to sit down and do the work and heal yourself. So you can check out the assessment on my website for free, anytime, all the time, always accessible. You can go over there and you can fill it out. And then when you do this, and you'll just see it. This is just for you to see. When you see it, you are then going to see, oh, wow, man, maybe I do need to forgive this person. Maybe I am a bit resentful towards so-and-so. Maybe I am a little bit angry about my childhood or whatever happened. Maybe, I am living in this world of sadness. Well, you know what? If you are, there's a reason why. And I help my clients to heal that reason why. Because it will have been something that somebody did, something somebody said, and it sticks with us in our consciousness, and we have to heal it, because when we heal it, then we let it go. We release it from our energy system. So if you think about your body's not just your body, it's the energy that's underneath your body. This is why disease happens. This is why injuries happen. Because when we continually have thoughts, when our consciousness is focused on something negative, that is connected to certain parts of our body. We've talked about this a million times, but I will just mention this again. Think about yourself getting angry. Just think about if you were angry, what parts of your body tense up and tighten up. This is an easy one. So just notice that. So if you were to think about that, those places inside your body, every time that you have that angry thought, are not having the proper energy in them. And so over time, they become depleted. And so let's say that you never healed your childhood wounds, which I assume almost everyone has them, and you're 60 years old. Okay, well, you haven't healed them. It's been 60 years. How often did you think about maybe some resentful thought towards your parents or whatever it happened to be over and over and over and over 60 years? Think how many thoughts a day that you might have towards somebody if you were resentful. Every time you do that, you are depleting your body of the energy that's there, and it will then affect your physical body, and that part of your physical body will break down, or it will begin to have a disease. This can also happen not just with emotions, but with your beliefs. If you believe, let's say that you were fearful, oh, your parent had cancer. Okay, well, now you're afraid that that's going to happen to you too. Fear is a terrible vibration to live in and to be putting out, because you will attract it back to yourself. So you must heal it. Now, here's the thing about this. You could have years of accumulated fear that you've been putting out, but once you heal it, truly, you stop that energy depletion in your body, and it will begin to repair itself. So if you were to go and look at that assessment, fill it out, see all those places that you're like, okay, I need to do this, but you don't even have a clue where to begin, then go over to the Mental Cleanse series. I have this laid out for you guys just so perfectly. Okay, what emotion is it? Okay, it's anger. I think that's the first video. Go to the first video. Think about that angry thought that you have, and when you go into it, have the intention that you will heal it or that you will release it. Maybe you'll have to listen to it 7 times. I don't know. Everybody's different. Maybe once. But as you go into something and you do this with the intention, meaning I'm having the thought of this is the outcome that I want, so this is the outcome that I'm going to get. And just believe I'm doing this personal work for myself of healing, so no matter what, I'm going to accomplish something really good for myself. And as you go into that and you start looking at personal growth, and you realize that all personal growth is just spiritual, because all we're doing is healing things. We're removing things like hate and resentment and low vibes, anger, sadness, that kind of thing. We're removing that, and we're moving into a place of love for ourselves. And when we love ourselves, we can really love other people, and then they can feel it. But when we really love ourselves, we can truly love other people. So it's spiritual. Any personal growth is spiritual, whether you're spiritual or not, because all you're doing is removing what isn't love by healing it. So you want to be in a high vibrational state. Just trust me on this. You want to be in that high vibe state. So if there's something that you need to let go of today, go over, check that Mental Cleanse series. It's a playlist that I've got, and there's 38 maybe videos on there now, all different emotions, all different things that you can use to heal yourself. And it does work, but this takes time. I have been on a personal growth journey essentially my whole life, been spiritual my whole life, but really for about the last 10 years. And so if you're not seeing huge leaps, this is because, well, first of all, you need to take the time and make the time to work on it. But it's because you're living in your reality right now, so you forget so quickly how it used to be, what vibe you used to be living in. So this is why journaling, keeping notes of things can let you realize, like, man, I've really done a lot of growth. I've really done a lot. This is really good. And even acknowledging that in yourself, how good does that feel? Just thinking, man, I'm doing a good job. Tell yourself all the time, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. I'm doing a good job. So if you want help with anything like that, you can, of course, message me. We can work together, or you can go and you can check out that Mental Cleanse series that is always sitting there for free on YouTube. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for listening today. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Share this with a friend that you feel could use it. And I love you all. And I will see you guys in the next one.